The show's about to start.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of No Conduct Radio. Tonight, we are talking foreplay. Is it something that we definitely need to have great sex, or is that overrated? We're also going to talk about what you should be doing for foreplay, how to do it. We also have a sponsor, Too Timid, who sent us some great items. So we're going to be talking about that for foreplay, and we're going to be posting what we were sent on our Instagram as well, No Conduct Radio on Instagram. Just go ahead and follow us. And we're answering your relationship questions if we do have time. So, with that being said, how's everyone doing? Wake up!
Hello.
Okay.
I'm not the only one on here anyway. Hello.
I don't think so. I think
How many hellos
there are other
you need?
people.
How many hellos you need? Hello.
I was waiting for the echo.
You know it's Char.
Echo back.
It's Char.
Hello. Fanfare.
Okay, now I'm hearing echo. That's what I was looking for. Hi, Bernie.
Who?
Hi. Is Logic there?
Why does she keep calling you that? I don't understand it.
No, I call him BJ most of the time, but it depends on my mood. I'll switch to Bernie, but I call him BJ most of the time.
Depending on your mood, okay. I think it does.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
I remember when the show first started, BJ, you were really not down for BJ. And now that's why you want to be called on this show.
Right.
Wow.
I find that hilarious.
He's like, my name's Bernie. Blue Eyes. That's when we were calling him Blue Eyes.
Yeah, really. And I was like, well, I think I'll call you BJ. And you were like, no, you won't. I was like, okay. So anyway, BJ.
So I just reverted back.
4 years later, here we are.
Right. I had a flashback. I had a flashback of
you?
his Bernie days. You know, I was like, no, don't call me BJ. Okay, Bernie. Don't call me Bernie. Oh, it's BJ. Got it.
We need C back.
Moving right along.
C and Logic's arguments were just legendary.
Yeah.
You know, I still hear about that show where C called Black Americans monkeys. I still get messages about that show.
That was a debacle, the entire show. I thought, wow, just like people's attention, that's for sure.
Yeah. So anyways, Char, update. Didn't you have an update for us?
You don't know. What update? What?
I don't know. I thought she had an update this week.
Time capsule. What?
No update.
Wait a minute.
Okay, moving on.
Are you
You know,
BJ,
like what?
BJ?
I said, Char, do you have an update? I thought you were going to have an update for us this week on something. You always have an update. Last time it was the internet. Then it was your dude starving himself to death. Was there another update?
Well, yeah, but this wasn't in the realms of what we talked about before. This is more of a shout-out to our sponsor, Too Timid. So, honestly, we never made it out the house today. We played hooky and didn't go to work the entire day. My package came in with my beautiful piece that I selected from Too Timid. It's a great site, and let's just say, Charles absolutely loved it. We never left the house. So that's my update for this week. And I'm glad he's eating again, too. No, I didn't mean to say that. I'm glad he's eating again. That's not what I meant. Well, okay, it is that type of show. I meant hamburgers. Okay? You know,
sure you
cheeseburgers.
Did. Sure you did. Is that what it smells like down there? Cheeseburgers, huh?
Damn, that's an issue. Get kicked
Yeah,
out the bed.
I was about to say, BJ, would you be with a girl who smelled of cheeseburgers down there? I mean, at least it's not fish, right? I'm just saying, at least it's not fish.
No kind of food smell. What? Yo.
I'm just saying, to be honest, BJ.
Yeah.
Don't you like the smell of hamburgers better than you like the smell of, I don't know, codfish?
Oh, not coming from the
I'm asking.
Hamburgers or tuna?
Right? Now, do you consider a girl being fresh and clean down there as a form of foreplay?
Fresh and clean is called no smell. That's fresh and clean.
Yeah, but is that a natural just smells like water, or she just got really clean and fresh and
I don't know how water smells. I don't know how water smells. I don't think I had that. I don't know how water smells.
That's the whole point. If you ever hear, if a man ever tells a woman it smells like water, that means she has no scent. It just smells just fresh and it's. But do you know that
you're gonna have a scent? You're human. If you have no scent, then something's wrong.
That's what I was going to say.
I don't heard that.
It's perfectly normal, but tell that to men. A lot of men will argue that, Kai. Oh, it should never.
Really?
That's not true. The woman, she's going to go through hormonal changes. At some point of the month, there should be some type of, not a tinge, but some scent. But there's a lot of men that will argue that. That means that you're funky, you're not clean, you're not this and that. You know what, you're ignorant. But if it smells like water most of the time, or a lot of the time meaning no scent, kudos, cheers. You're probably both very happy with each other for that reason.
BJ, that's your girl.
Yeah.
That is your girl.
I wasn't there all day. Take off work. Wasn't me.
BJ.
Okay,
yeah.
So I have a question based on what we were just talking about, BJ. Have you ever been with a girl that just didn't smell savory down there?
Have I ever encountered a stink chick?
A stink?
Yeah, I encountered a lot of them, but hey, get the stuff.
A lot of them? So you would say you get more stink cooch than you do fresh?
No, it wasn't that. You can't have that ever.
No, I'm not asking because of you. Like, that's what you attract. I'm just asking, is there more stink women out there than they're not?
Just based on coincidence and experience. Just coincidence and experience. You can't ask for these things; they just happen, right? I mean,
that's what I was asking. I'm just trying to see.
Fresh Alaskan salmon is not so
bad. Smelling ones, yeah, it's bad smelling ones, but get out the bed.
So what do you say, BJ?
So how do you deal with that? Do you deal with that delicately if you get a girl who smells?
No, it's no delicate. No. You say, how can you do that delicately? Oh yeah, wow, you don't smell too. You can't do that delicately. No way. There's no way. It's straight to the point.
So y'all are about to get down and dirty, and you get down there, and then you stink. It stinks. Then what do you do? How do you deal with it?
No. Put it this way. Here you go. Put it this way. Before you even get down there, before just panties and bra, you smell. No, it ain't happening. I'm sorry. Just don't. Just put your clothes back on.
Why would someone haven't got down there? I mean, who does that? Why would anyone have an odor? Because what she means is a slight tinge in that area, not body odor in general.
I know. I said odor.
I said
body odor. Stinks. That's what I said.
Oh my God.
I said stinks.
Really, Char?
I'm just saying.
Well, I wasn't talking about general BO. I didn't realize you were talking about general BO. I thought you meant specifically the neither region. Maybe it just wasn't as fresh, or maybe it's Alaskan cinnamon.
That's what we were talking about. What are you saying?
No. Area. No. BO is overall body odor. That has nothing to do with a woman who happens to have a tinge down there, particularly. That's not true.
Why do you keep calling it a tinge down there?
What the hell's a tinge?
Why do you keep saying that?
A tinge could be like,
It's a tinge.
Say what?
Just chop it up for it's a tinge.
Hold on,
Thank
everybody.
Ash.
Hold on. This is the first time we've actually heard from Logic. Why were you doing that creepy little laugh, Logic?
Hey,
No, I was laughing at the fact that she said tinge.
I'm just wondering why she keeps calling it a tinge.
No, you can't make the coochie rot smell sound cute. It feels like it's disgusting. It's a tinge. No.
That sounds disgusting. You called it coochie rot.
Odor. I think a tinge is a slight odor. It's not like he's rotten. I don't know.
No, yeah.
Oh my God.
That's
odor is an odor.
That's what that is.
Odor is an odor.
What's wrong with
to both guys, the question is, would odor kill the mood completely? Would you just continue on with it and act like you didn't smell anything?
No, I don't act like I don't smell nothing. No way. I can't do it. I can't.
Logic, what about you?
Listen, I'll kick a chick out for bad phone etiquette. I know you're not asking me.
I forgot. I forgot who I was talking to.
You said bad phone etiquette.
I know you're not asking me if I would tolerate stank cooch. No, absolutely not.
Here's another question. Logic. How about if it was your girl? What if it was your girl and you had a long-term?
No. There's no way. It's no way unless. What?
Go ahead. No, I said let me finish because there's a point to this.
Oh, really?
Okay. Someone you've known, you've been with her for a while. You have a deeply committed relationship. There's never an issue before, and then one day, doing one of your normal intimate moments in which you're both very comfortable with one another, you notice a slight twang. Please do you notice?
Shower together. Oh, you jump in the shower together.
I don't know why she just doesn't call it stink.
Tinge, because she must call herself. Her stuff must be tingy.
No, but I'm trying to understand. You're with someone that you know very well and you love each other, or you have a commitment, or you know them very well, their body, everything, all their scent, and it just so happens that one particular time, because see, men confuse stink with a slight little whatever.
No, we don't. Wait. Oh, God.
We confuse it?
She didn't say that.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
We're cavemen.
Hi, as a woman, watch me be right about this. As a woman, okay, do you feel then that there should never be even a slight scent of anything? And do you think that if there's a scent of anything, then there's something wrong with her? Which is not true, because according to...
Wait a minute, I think the question is, Char, do you think that odor is acceptable?
That was the question. Yep.
Let's see, that's just it. Men don't understand that.
I think Char is confusing when we say stink to just like, hey, I went to the gym and I've been walking around all day and I haven't taken a shower yet. That's completely different than when we say
Are you under that impression, Char, that we think that, there's never a time that a woman's coochie stinks? Or are you saying...
Yes, because a lot of men feel that way.
Let me.
Thank you.
Okay. If a woman has been out all day working, and it's been hot, 90 degrees all week, and, she works, I don't think any rational man would not expect her to have swamp ass when she gets home. It is what it is. That's just, you can't avoid that. Especially if you got a thick woman, then, she's going to be even worse, I'm sure. Perhaps tight clothes will exacerbate the situation. But there's women that are just running around with tugboat cooch constantly. It's just, that's what it is. And some dudes... whether it's 90 degrees or whether it's 40 degrees outside, she's still, some guys are desperate enough where it's like, it smells something, but I love her. Like, what? No. That's hygiene.
Yeah.
Beat it.
Hey, that's
Well,
I
amazing.
mean, to me, it's the same equivalent as if you were with somebody whose breath constantly smelled like dog shit.
Oh,
You know,
God.
what reason would there be for you to have to look past? That's hygiene. Like, what's wrong with your mouth where it constantly smells like shit when you talk to me, or when you just breathing and you're in the car with the person and you gotta open the windows? Like, like there's no reason to overlook that. I don't care how charming that person is. I'm gonna have a conversation with you. Like, what's going on with your teeth? What's up? Every time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when somebody just wakes up, you're an asshole if you think, oh God, their breath stinks. It's like 5 in the morning. You just woke up, like, or you come over unannounced and that person has been asleep all day, or maybe they haven't gotten themselves together, and you're like, oh, your breath still stinks. Like, what? God, this is unacceptable. Like, what? You just came over unannounced. What are you talking about?
My thing is, if you didn't think you were ever going to get a girl who smelled a little, and I don't mean stink, Char, I mean like just regular body odor. Like, you're never going to have sex first thing in the morning. You'll never experience, I don't know, lunchtime sex or something. There's no way, because a woman can't take a shower 24 freaking 7.
Yes, spontaneous.
Now, I don't know.
However,
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, however, men also have body odor down there, too.
Yeah.
They smell of sweat.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And I absolutely don't mind it.
What did you think? You love it? What did you say, Kai? What?
I said I don't mind it.
She doesn't mind it.
Oh.
I don't mind it. So underarm funk is actually kind of attractive because it's a natural scent that we were created for. I mean, with. Yeah.
What are you saying, BJ?
Some of it's not bad.
You said you don't mind it. Okay.
No, I don't mind it. What's wrong with that?
I ain't saying nothing wrong.
It's actually pretty damn sexy because you actually doing something with yourself. I don't like womanly men.
What?
Yeah, I don't think it'd be perfect.
What's the definition of that?
Tiny and perfect and
I mean, if you're just constantly smelling good, your hands are soft, you're constantly groomed, like that's disgusting to me. I don't want a woman.
Constantly smelling good. So
I might as well have been with a woman.
I want a little more, the animalistic, natural funk that sometimes just kind of seeps. It's normal for a man, especially. They perspire. They have different scents that attract us. They're called pheromones. So go figure.
Oh yeah, thanks, John.
We're all designed that way.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I pronounced it correctly. So you guys, you should have had a sound effect card for me. And woo! I'm pretty sure I can pronounce that correctly. So yeah.
Oh, hold on. I'll get the applause. Hold on. Here you go. You happy now?
Yeah, absolutely. Kill him.
Anyways. So, stink coochie out. That doesn't mean if you worked all day and you just smell of sweat, that's okay with men. With women, we also like sweaty balls.
And then one that's laughing. The one that's laughing. Still
I just don't want
what about the one that's laughing? Char likes it too. It means the dude works. It means he didn't sit home all day and just put perfume on his balls.
So it means it works. He works because his balls smell. That means he works.
That means he went out and worked. And I didn't say his balls smell. I said sweaty balls. That doesn't mean it stinks. If you got cheese on your balls, then I'm not too safe. I don't feel too safe touching that. I'm just saying. Okay. So anyways.
She's just saying, y'all. She's just saying. I agree.
I'm just saying. But anyways, if you haven't followed us on YouTube yet, go to our YouTube channel, which is No Conduct Radio. Very soon we're going to be having new content on our YouTube channel that we don't actually feature on this show. So if you want to keep up with the drama and the humor and all our craziness, go to our YouTube, No Conduct Radio, and go ahead and subscribe to our channel. So let's talk about foreplay. Let's talk about sex, babe. I did this in another show. I don't know why I love that song so much. But anyways, foreplay. Foreplay. Does anybody want to give the definition of what foreplay is? Char, I know your hand was up.
I thought we had an expert on today to discuss that exact topic, or specifically, forget it, foreplay.
Yeah, forget it.
So I thought that we had an expert on today. You not here?
Yeah, you are our expert. You're our sex expert. So what's foreplay, Char?
Oh, yes, by default, of course I am. But no, I think foreplay is extremely important. In fact, I had a relationship that was all the perfect, and honestly, I just finally couldn't do it anymore. I had to break up with this almost perfect guy because he would just jump right to the meal itself, like the full meal.
DJ, why don't we get an answer to our question? My question was, what is foreplay? That's what I was asking.
Foreplay? Sorry, I had a flashback. Sorry. Foreplay is when you take a moment. You take a moment to explore your loved one's body, and you take a moment to become more
intimate. Obviously, he jumped right into it because he didn't want to do foreplay because he doesn't, he wasn't all about about your body. He wanted to slam and get out. He wanted to say, "Oh my gosh, he got a beautiful body." So actually, that was an insult to you. Times he wanted to slam and get up and go. That's why I give him foreplay. But basically, that's an insult to you if you don't realize that. I've done that a lot.
So you're saying if the person doesn't do foreplay, they just go, that's an insult? Is that what you said?
Well, no, what she was saying. No, I didn't say, I said what she was saying in her story. So, but she don't realize.
But DJ, here's the kicker, though. I don't believe that foreplay is always you do me and I do you going down there. There's foreplay is many different forms of intimacy.
Foreplay don't have to be going down there. Are you serious? Do you think foreplay just going down there really, Char? You can't. Oh
my
Logic
God.
is cracking up.
Foreplay just means giving head. Do you know how many Americans believe that? Right?
That's part of what we're going to be talking about tonight, what to do for foreplay. So apparently Char only thinks that foreplay is going down.
Char to say, I'm done. Your turn. Okay, let's go.
DJ, you got caught up here. I said there's many different ways of foreplay, many different ways of expressing that. People just assume. Ask African Americans. They think it means you. Correct. All that there is. People assume that. You're not going to do me.
And Logic, are you cooking again? Because we're hearing banging in the background. Well, not that kind of banging.
This is Logic shit show.
I don't know what banging you're hearing. I'm not doing anything.
Let's see Char.
I mean, my washer is going on in the background. I don't know if you can hear that from across the room.
No, we can't hear that. No. We hear some pots and stuff.
You know, that is a form of foreplay, is to put her up in the washer when it's in the spin cycle.
Oh, my gosh. She got to the washer.
Oh, my gosh.
Damn.
How many Patrick Swayze movies did you watch? That's what you consider foreplay?
Dude, I was thinking that.
Yo, she segued to the washing machine. She said, oh, yeah, the washing machine. Like, what? Hey, Char, that's the dryer, not the washing machine, Char. That's the dryer.
Anything that the does to heat each other up and get excited in some romantic, intimate, and sensual way. And that is one way to get it started. Get this party started quickly, right? So y'all don't understand when it says just washing clothes, okay? Because we know what's really going on back there.
You know, I'm really surprised. That sounds very boring, and I would have never... You would think Char would have probably some more.
I know. I wait for something like, off the hook stuff.
The washer?
Well, so far, the two things that she came up with was very mundane.
Here's the thing, you guys. I'm just trying to get you all to open your minds and see that even around your general environment, in your home, outside your home, in a closet, the utility closet at the, at your job. But, so there's so many different things you can do that actually can resemble foreplay within, as long as it's fun and it's getting you both excited. And then the next thing you know, you're doing it, but you didn't have to necessarily, you do me and I'll do you down there. Come on. Put your head down there. Get on your knees. It's not always that. It's not always that. That's all I'm saying. Be creative.
Okay. Thanks for letting us know.
Right? Yeah, anytime.
All right, so question.
When we don't have one.
Question. off of the definition of the prefix for, does foreplay necessarily have to be before sex? Can it be during sex? Can it be after sex?
During and before.
Well, I mean, if you're putting a label on it, foreplay does have to be before. However, if you're talking about taking a moment to do something other than intercourse, yeah, you can stop and do whatever and then pick back up where you left off or afterwards. Like, there's a lot of things you can do. It doesn't have to just be sex and then it's okay. What are we going to do with the rest of our night? Like, you can, have sex. You can actually finish sex, then do something in between the recharge period, and then do it again. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to just be before main course. That's it, and then be done with it. Like, you can. There's a lot of different things you can do throughout the course of your day or night.
Yeah.
Kai, do we have any sound effect bells for Logic? That was really interesting. We need sound effects.
Yeah,
that was
you
like,
could do,
woohoo.
And foreplay can be just the whole act anyway. That could be, you don't have to be no penetration. It could be foreplay, could be period, just like that. And you could be done. Yeah.
Well, now, see, I don't understand that, BJ. How is that part of that?
Because you never had nothing to do. Be giggity. All right.
Okay, so that was good. No, that was good. That was a good sound effect. No, but how is penetration? Explain how that can qualify as.
It's no explaining if you never had it. If you never had it done, I can't explain it to you. You got to experience it.
I've had penetration done. Excuse me, I have a child on
experience it. You got to
He's not talking about having penetration done. He said if you haven't had foreplay where it can get the job done without penetration, then he can't explain it to you.
There you go.
Is that what you said? I like that.
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
Okay.
The light bulb came on.
Because, you know what? If I couldn't hear you. It leaves the imagination and it's a build-up. It's kind of like a build-up. Is that right, BJ? Something
She
like
said,
that?
yeah, that takes me back to 72. I remember.
72. Damn. 72.
For your information, I was in diapers, okay? Logic.
You what?
I was in diapers then. Oh, God. You guys are really crazy. Okay, so that was interesting. I'm learning something there.
How was she at diapers in 72?
Another thing.
I'm trying to calculate here.
Is intercourse can also be a form of foreplay in itself. Like, if you know that you're going to ravage your girl that night, you can send her off to work frustrated and, sliding on the snail trail. You know what I mean? Like, you can get her right after you get out the shower.
Yeah.
Listen, hold on. Wait a second. Ladies, man the fuck up to have this conversation, would you please? Okay, you sit here talking about sweaty balls, and now you're like,
sliding on the snail trail.
So what? It is what it is.
You didn't
You're
have to
grown.
explain it like that. Ugh.
What are you, 15? You can't have this conversation? Like, ew. Like, this is the playground.
Are you the one who said sliding on the snail trail? And you expect me to be like, okay, well, that's totally good.
Yes, I expect you to have the conversation that way because you're a grown woman. If you have an ill thought, just keep it moving, okay? Replace it with whatever is more comfortable with you in your mind.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can catch your girl coming out the shower, give her the business. Yeah, I guess I got to use these metaphors now because they're too, vulgar for her. Give her the business, and then right before, you can stop right at that moment and tell her, have a good day. I'll see you later. You know what I mean? Then call her throughout the day, torture her, tell her what you're going to do, and then that's it. You can even, I'll meet you for lunch. Go find yourself a little quiet spot. It's a lot that you could do.
She be going to work
Sex in
like a
itself
river.
can be
I don't know
full of
if I
life.
would. I may call into work because I don't know if I could go to work that frustrated.
No, you got to go to work.
I may.
That's the
Nah.
whole
Some
point.
of it
You have to
does,
go to
because
work. You have to be
Right, you gotta
frustrated.
go to work.
Thinking about it all day long
Yeah,
for it to
but
have the effect.
right.
Like, what's going to happen when I get home?
And that seat just twitching around. She can't sit still because she be flowing till she come home.
Right.
Yeah,
because you're looking forward to a Kai. You never know what awaits you when you come to that door. So I think both the guys had pretty much the same, example, and I think they both sound really, really great. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. It shows that, there's more fun that you can have together opposed to just bam, bam, bang, So that is definitely a prolonged form of foreplay. I would agree.
So foreplay can be also, I don't know, writing.
The smell trail.
I'm trying to think of the American English way of saying this.
American English one?
That was it.
Ew, not the smell trail. Well, because I was going to say naughty, but I know y'all don't say that.
What?
So I was trying to naughty.
What about naughty?
Naughty.
What about it?
I can't.
Do
y'all say that?
That's not.
No, we don't.
Well, what about naughty? What are you saying about naughty? What? Naughty what?
Yeah, what's naughty?
Well, I was saying writing messages. So naughty messages to each other.
Naughty messages?
Naughty messages?
You mean sexy messages?
Sexy messages, sexy.
Yeah, there you have it. That's what I was saying. I was trying to figure out
Can you bring your vernacular into the 21st century, please? Naughty messages? What are you writing these messages with, a quill and a feather?
With a quill and a feather.
That's it. I shall ravage you in this fortnight of... What are you talking about?
I couldn't think of it. Leave me alone.
What? Kai, you guys just said I was born for my spin cycle foreplay, so I'm like, really, Kai? Naughty messages, like really?
Naughty.
That could be part.
What is it? I thought it was called naughty
sexy.
messages. Okay, sexting.
I
There.
non-conventional sexual intercourse with you tonight, my dear.
Missionary position.
From this day period.
Shut up! I hate you all.
Naughty messages. Naughty.
Okay. I get it. Good God.
Does the guy have one of those curled mustaches while he's reading this message? With a monocle? I say.
Maybe King Jacket logic. Just in the moment.
Screw you all.
Return the message.
So what you're
Lord.
saying, let me get back to what I was saying. So what y'all are saying is sexting is a form of foreplay then, right?
Of course it is.
Well, listen, foreplay
But it can
now,
be included
here's when you start getting into the highly skilled individual area. Foreplay can even be conversation if the dude has enough skill to really warm the chick up. Like you could do magic on the phone, especially like if she's caught in traffic trying to get home. You can really make it a die-hard situation where she's ready to start mounting the curbs and beeping, get out of the way. Yeah.
Just short of running into a tree.
So logic. Give us an example of this.
Oh, what are you talking about? What?
Well, I'm saying for men out there who don't know how to do this for their women, give us an example of what
you can't teach another man. You can't teach another man.
Girl, blah blah blah. It's different for every woman. You have to have an intimate. You have to have an intimate connection with them. This is like you're basically asking me to say this is what you do to walk up to a girl and get her to like you. Every girl's different, so it's like it's going to be something different to say or do for every girl. I can't tell you how to do that. You have to know how to do that. You have to know your chick. If you know your woman likes, fantasy stuff, I don't know, then if you come up with some elaborate things to say to her that's tapping into her, exactly what's in her lane of sexiness, then you'll start getting your girl hot and bothered. But you're going to get nowhere with a chick that's not into any of that. You know, where she's one of these broads that are like, I got bills and kids, and what are you talking about? I have no time for that. Like, it's going to be totally different to turn that woman on than it is some chick that got her head in the clouds about, I want to someday go to Thailand and write a poem, and that's going to be a totally different type of person. You know what I mean? So no, I can't say.
Do you think that there are women who are like what you explained, where foreplay wouldn't even turn them on because they're thinking about dinner and kids and all this other stuff?
Well, if something's wrong with them, yeah. If some women have, and this is not even to, like, bash them. Like, if they have an unhealthy idea of what sex is and what purpose it serves, then no, this is nothing. You can't do anything for that kind of woman. Like if like a prostitute, she's gonna be dead emotionally inside. So you're not gonna be able to romantic evening some chick that's been a 17-year vet walking the street. You know what I mean? This sex is nothing to her. That's a tool for money. You know, so it's like you're really going to have to go through mental problems and psychological connections that she has with sex. That's totally different. Whereas if you have somebody who has a healthy relationship with sex and who connects sex with emotions, then yeah, you have a better chance. There's a lot of girls out here that just bang dudes because they're bored. They don't have anything else to do. You know, that's going to be a hard person to really kind of connect with because she's thrown off already.
Logic.
You understand what I'm saying?
Logic. I have to kind of disagree to your first example, and this is only based on what I'm assuming. And I do watch a lot of movies like Pretty Women, but I believe that a woman who gives it up for a living, you know, for money, might actually be very impressed with a man that can offer her romance. Because think about some of their you know, a lot of their clients are not looking for necessarily romance. I'm not talking about a high class escort. I should just say your average prostitute. I'll say it that way. So think about it. They're not looking. The average is not looking to romance you. They just want to get it in, you know, get out. So if a woman is doing this day in and day out, imagine her actually finding someone who really, for whatever stupid reason, imagine cares about her and wants to show her real affection. So that's not necessarily true, that they can't be moved by that. That's not necessarily true that they can't be moved by that. I don't believe that because they probably just haven't been shown affection or romance. But imagine, because
no. Let me explain it. Let me explain what I mean. Let me explain what I mean. The act of sex is not going to mean anything to that person because they use sex as a tool to get what they need in life. I'm not saying that you're not going to be able to be romantic with that person or touch that person in some way, but it's not going to be sex. It's going to be something like you take that person to see a horse or something. If they like, let's say they like horses, but they've never been able to have that because they've always been in the sex trade or something, and it's just been streets and corners and stuff. And you take them to actually ride a horse, like that will impact them more than anything sexually you try to do to them because it's that world. They're numb to that. It doesn't mean anything. It's the same equivalent of you take somebody who's never had a friend before and then you introduce them to Facebook and they become friends with somebody and they talk to every day. That's going to mean a lot more to that person than it is to some average person on Facebook who has 2,700 friends and they're like, oh yeah, this is my friend, this is my friend. Like you being friends with that person is going to mean a lot less than being friends with the person that's never had a friend before. You understand? It's the same thing with sex workers or strippers. Like a stripper is not going to care about getting naked. You know, like you being naked with them is not going to matter to them because it's like that's the life they live. That's the whole world that they live in. It's all about nudity and you know, sexual situations, whereas somebody who has been cut off from that or hasn't done that, it's going to be a much bigger step and much more impactful for them to be nude with you, because that's very much more intimate. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying you can't have a connection with somebody. It's just it's not going to be sex for a sex worker, because that means nothing to them.
No matter how amazing that person is with foreplay, I get it. Because some of the clients, I'm sure at some point have already been there, done that, got a T-shirt, and showed them that. So it's like, what can you do for me that really is going to make it any different or turn me on any differently? Yeah.
Yeah. Like this girl got offended that I was talking to at one point. She was telling me all of the stuff that she wanted to do to me and everything like that. And I asked her, I was like, okay, well,
wow.
Have you done any of these things before? And she was like, oh, yeah. You know, I'm telling her, you would kneel, something like no one would have ever done it like me, because I know what I'm doing and blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, so you're really experienced and you got skills. And she was like, yeah. I said, okay, well, then none of that means anything to me. And she was like, what are you talking about? I said, I don't want a chick that's so skilled in it where she's done it so many times.
Yeah.
And she's calling herself a master. I'd rather have somebody that's not really good at it at all, but they've only done it once or never. You know what I mean?
So
like, I don't.
It's organic
nothing coming from you, because you do that all the time with every guy that you meet. So why am I going to feel special? What are you talking about?
Right.
Yeah, why am I feel special, right? Yeah.
Just another number at that point. Yeah. That makes sense. I totally agree with that.
It's the same thing with guys. You know, I told a friend of mine, you know, he was trying to, I don't know, play the I don't want to say hero, but he was trying to help this girl with a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, you know, your gestures of trying to help her and give her money or pay her bills it doesn't mean anything, right? And he was like, no, I'm a good guy. I said, you're not a good guy. I said, a good guy will be the guy that does that for a woman because he cares about her. I said, you use that with women in order to make your path easier to get to the coochie. So it's just a maneuver for you. It's not. It doesn't. In your mind, it's not. I love her so much that I want to help her, and I'm going to make her life easier. You're using it as an easy path, basically, to get to where you're trying to get to with her. So you realize that if she has any sense in her mind, she's going to see through that. It's the same thing. Like, I mean, as a woman.
Did you get through to him?
And I don't know. I don't know. I put stuff out there and I don't follow up with it. I don't care. But you and Char, if there was a guy that was trying to help you, quote unquote, with your bills and your life or whatever, but he does that for every girl that he ever comes across, is it going to be that much more special to you, or is it just going to be like, oh?
It won't be more special.
I wouldn't treat him as somebody. I wouldn't treat him as somebody who's doing it because they love me. I would treat him as just another idiot just giving me money. So basically, I wouldn't reciprocate with anything, and time, consideration, anything.
Right. I wouldn't necessarily call him an idiot. I would just feel like I'm not that special. I wouldn't go around bragging to my girlfriends. I put it that way, or. Not that I
don't go around bragging, but I mean, I wouldn't feel like I'm special. Why would I feel like I'm special when you're doing it for everybody else? So yes, I would consider you an idiot because you give away your money like an idiot. So
there you go. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Well,
I knew a girl that thought it was special that she cooks. Like, I can cook you a nice good meal, blah blah blah. Like, do you cook for everybody? Yeah, I always take care of my man. No, thank you.
How many men you take care?
No, thank you. You know what? No, thank you. You want to do something special with me? Come over to my house and clean my bathtub. That'll mean more to me.
But Logic, I don't know.
Clean your bathtub, Logic.
Oh God, Kyle. Okay, look. Can I
get to the
bottom of this? Let me something.
Somebody want to clean your bathtub.
What I'm trying to understand.
That's not what I said, but let's go with that. Go ahead. Char.
Okay, I'm just a little bit just kind of hanging on this. So, if let's say a woman is just a natural, really amazing cook, at some point of the relationship, in every so-called real relationship, because every relationship you have is not real, it's not committed, it's not serious or nothing like that. But at some point when you're getting to know each other better and you're really liking each other, what is wrong with her introducing to you the fact that this is something that she just happens to do domestically very well, and she enjoys, other people that seem to be very pleased or feel, when someone cooks you a beautiful meal, how do you feel? She's not going to do it randomly when you first meet her. If she does, then that's kind of weird. But at some point, how can you judge someone who happens to have certain specific skills or domestic skills?
I'm not saying that I'm going to reject this woman ever making me a plate of food. What I am rejecting is that this is something special that she's doing for me. It's not special because you do this for every guy. It's just like women that try to act like I've heard women that have a list longer than train smoke when it comes to dudes in their weight, and they still have this idea like, oh, you got to earn this cookie, and everybody's had your cookie. Your cookie is mass produced in the shop, right? For anybody to grab a pack and bake a fresh batch if they want. Like, your cookie costs nothing to get. So why are you acting like your cookie is something special to earn? You give it to anyone. So it's not special. And this is what I try to tell women. Try to say I'm a chauvinist because I talk like this, but it has nothing to do with chauvinism. It has everything to do with what your value is. And most women have to be honest with themselves. Most chicks are only bringing ass to the relationship. So if everyone can have that ass with no work, then your value is less. You're dropping because...
I still think it's rude that you would say that a woman that... Let me just be more specific. For example, myself, okay? I don't see it as being... I'm not bragging, and I'm not cooking for every guy that's in my life, but I am a gourmet cook. I had a catering business when I was 19 years old. Okay, this is a fact. Here's my point. What is wrong with me saying, let me do something special for you, especially if you're going to be in my life and I'm seeing it going that direction? Why would you not see that?
Did anyone else not understand where I was going with my point?
I
mean,
whatever.
Pretty much I understood.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Char. You're trying to put them in a relationship already, then saying that. That's what you're doing.
Wait, say that again?
You're putting them already in a relationship, and then you say you cook it. That's what you're doing.
Char. This gourmet chef, if she is a gourmet chef, she has her own restaurant, right? And she tells me, I want you to come over because I'm going to close my restaurant early, and I'm going to just, me and my staff are going to cook you something special, and the whole restaurant will just be you. And my whole staff will be dedicated to you and you alone. And she's pitching this to me like this is something special she's doing. Sounds special. So I'm like, oh. And in the middle of me having my appetizer, how is it? How is everything? It's great. I can't believe you did this for me. Oh, all of my boyfriends like when I do something like this. I'm sorry, what?
Exactly.
Yeah, this is just what I do. Oh, okay. Well, then can I just get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and be on my way? I'm like, at that point, it's not special. You've done it for every other guy that you banged before you met me. So now I don't care about the fact that you shut your restaurant down. You do that for everybody. It doesn't matter, especially if you told me previously, oh, my last boyfriend was such a scumbag. He doesn't even compare to you. I can't believe I even know. And then you're telling me you shut your restaurant down for that guy? And you're doing the same thing to me, and I'm supposed to be like, oh, this is great. No. Get out and eat it.
But open her mouth and told you just in the pool with everybody else. Wouldn't you have found that to be kind of, Okay, listen. Would you not have found it to be a bit sophisticated and very much impressive if you had no clue that this is something that she does for everyone else? So it probably
now we're getting to the favorite topic of most women, which is just don't tell him anything, and let him live this lie. Let him think that this is special because I don't want to actually figure out something special to do for him, or I don't want to figure out a different way that I should start living my life. I'll just lie to every guy that I get with and tell him, I usually don't do this. No. You know how many times I've heard that? I'm not normally like that.
I was about to say, how many times have you all heard that from women?
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
You know how many times
are you
someone
serious?
has sworn to me that I'm special because she's doing X, Y, and Z? Really?
Yeah.
That's shocking.
Well,
You've never met a guy like me? Really? You've never have? Oh, wow. So what are you going to do now that you've met this unicorn of a man? Well, how is your actions going to change? I've never felt like this. Really?
Who
really? Okay.
Well, what if that's a compliment? There are some people who don't get out much, and they really don't have
No, it's not. It's not a compliment. You're patronizing me now. I don't need you to say that. My whole self-value is not hinging on whether or not you think I'm special or what. Just don't lie, because you're going to ruin it for the one day that I may meet a chick where it's actually genuine.
Genuine.
And she's saying, I've never met a, okay, whatever you say. Never met a guy. Yeah, I heard that before. Yeah, never. You're ruining it because you're lying.
Wow.
So, however, question: if she is telling the truth, and for instance, let's stick with the chef. She is telling the truth. This is the first time she's done this for any guy. Definitely this is the first time she's done this for any guy. Is that a form of foreplay for her to close down her whole restaurant and just cater to you?
Absolutely.
Great question.
For me, yeah, that would definitely be foreplay for me.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Or what else? Here's another one. Here's another one that men would love to hear if it was true. You're only like the third or fourth guy that's ever been in her apartment.
Right.
Like if she doesn't allow dudes to even cross the threshold. You know what I mean? And you're one of the few that actually knows where she lives and she brings you in. That's rare, because most chicks, if you're nice to her for 2 days, that's it. You're in the house and you're washing your drawers in the sink. Like there's women have no gateway of this.
Get a key in the next week. After
too much. And here's a whole different thing. But do you know how many women bring men home to their apartment and bang them? Like they don't even know this guy's middle name. They're just smashing them in their place.
Yeah.
But then they want you to come over and feel special. Like, you want to come over? No. What?
No. I'll cook a gourmet meal. Logic is running so fast.
Yo, BJ, if you ever want to destroy a woman's confidence or whatever image she thought she had in the world, wait till she invites you over and tell her with a straight face, nah, I'm good. Watch that second and a half of her trying to process what you just said. What? You don't want to come over? No, I'm good. No thanks.
To some women that are independent women, they want to prove to you and show you, I pay my own rent. Look at my nice place. I bought this. I got that. Part of it's a braggadocious also.
Do you think women care about proving to a guy that they can pay their own rent? Is that what you think?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. There are plenty of women that want to prove their independence to a man.
No care about that. What are you talking about?
On the men at the same time. Yes, they do.
No.
I see it all the time. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And then they want, wanted to put the man after that.
I have known women that live in a sub basement beneath a steam pipe that will still invite a guy back to their place with a straight face and bang him.
Where?
They don't care.
Because that's all they really wanted. They're not trying to back up anything. They just want to get some
There's plenty of chicks that live in holes in the wall or some horrible one-bedroom apartment, but they got 3 roommates, they'll bring a guy back. They don't care. They will bring a guy back to their place and say, oh, yeah, I sleep in this love seat over here. We can just bang next to the refrigerator. Like, what? You live here?
This is my bang-out space right in that corner over there.
Listen, I'm telling you, BJ can attest to this. If a woman finds out that you got a washer and dryer in your house, she's trying to come over all the time. Like, oh, you mind if I bring some? What? No. She's not using my place as a laundromat. Beat it.
Now, that's another way of trying to move in anyway.
What?
Yeah.
Hey,
I'll
you
wash
just
your
leave
clothes.
stuff there one bit at a time, right? Toothbrush, a bit of clothes.
Toothbrush, a couple cherry candies. Yeah.
So, okay, so we got to get back on topic. topic. Okay, so, oh, my God. I'm sorry,
What?
BJ. I didn't know you weren't here. BJ hasn't been on the line for quite some time.
What happened? He dropped.
Yeah, he dropped, and I'm completely not even paying attention. Anyways, so we talked about what foreplay can be without even touching someone, which is like sexting or, writing naughty letters or I don't know, doing something special that you haven't done for 10 other guys. So that can be foreplay to a guy, it can still be foreplay to a girl, too. If you've done something special for me and not lying to me that you haven't done this for 15 other girls, then, yes, that's pretty sexy. And I don't know. Char, could working out be a form of foreplay? Like a guy comes home from working out? No? Is it just me?
He's
No.
coming home from
working
working out, or we're going to work out together?
He just came home from working out or something. Or you watch him working out.
Well, working out together can be foreplay. That can work.
Right.
Yeah,
no.
I
have a full gym here. I have a full gym in my home.
Yeah,
so that is definitely cool.
No. I don't like
Really?
working out. When I'm working out, I'm looking at the time. I just want to get done. That's not foreplay. Sorry.
Perfect opportunity. Kai, you're missing out.
Wait, you say like sweaty balls?
Yeah, his balls are sweaty. I'm not doing anything to get sweaty balls. I mean, I don't have balls, at least I'll last there. Anyway, I'm not doing anything to get sweaty balls.
Okay, Kai, to answer your question, if you're working out together, that is an extremely sexy form of foreplay. First of all, you get to wear skimpy things if you're a woman, and you have to bend over to, suggestive positions to pick up whatever and to whatever you're doing with the machine. I have a full gym here I'm looking at. It's off my bedroom in a loft. In my bedroom, but it's a loft that's connected. I have a full gym. Trust me when I tell you, ladies, what piece of that you get on it with your man, and then you get sweaty. So now you have an excuse to take a shower together, which is yet what extended foreplay. There's a lot of reasons why working out is sexy.
Well, like Logic said, to each his own, but to me, working out is not a form of foreplay. Screw that. If I'm actually doing foreplay, like if I'm working out to tease you, I'm not working out. I'm just doing different things to tease you.
You're not teasing.
But if I'm actually actively working out, then no.
Olympic heavyweight workout, bodybuilder workout. Oh, my God. Kai.
I don't like any kind of workout. When I'm working out, I work out to finish. That's it. I'm not thinking about anything except how long have I been exercising.
Okay, well, you guys just tell her, if she just gets on the freaking treadmill, which you probably don't even need to do, your boobs are still jiggling. There's always something happening when you're working out that can lead to foreplay.
I have no idea.
The boobs are jiggling because we're moving around.
So
you're talking about foreplay for the guy watching you run? Is that what you're talking about?
But you're doing it together. He's doing his thing, and you're like, whoa, look at those muscles. Oh, yeah, there's a lot there.
What does she not understand? I hate working out. When I'm exercising, I am not thinking about sex. I'm not thinking about anything except finishing this.
You don't have to. You don't have to. It just
Kai is different. Kai is different.
Okay.
You
let me back off.
All right, there you go.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Damn.
So how long estimated, well, let's say average. Let's give an estimated average of how long do you think foreplay should last?
Oh, wow. 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
20 minutes.
Okay, Char?
I don't know, 25 maybe.
Really?
Did you really just have
really?
add the extra?
Yeah, really, come on.
What?
All right, Logic, you can say 30 minutes?
5 minutes each day, honestly.
Oh, my God.
What can happen in 5 minutes?
25. Oh, my God.
26 minutes.
All right, so 20 minutes.
It depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, my God.
Good God.
Well,
So what? Okay, so now physically.
Kai, what did you say? You didn't say anything.
I don't. I agree with Logic on it. It depends on what you're doing, because
regardless, you didn't give it time.
Well, in life, period, I like to tease. So obviously, in foreplay, I like to tease, and I can make it last a long time. Not bragging. I'm not saying this to. No, I'm not saying it bragging. But if I'm having fun. If I'm having fun, I can make it last a long time. Or if I just want to get straight to it, then it's just going to be really short. So it just depends. I don't have a time.
Yes, you do.
I don't have a time.
Right.
That was my answer.
Well, I guess we're just saying
on
average.
Time.
On average.
That wasn't time. Whatever.
Sometimes they're better than others, but on average, that's what we're saying. I mean, because sometimes you don't have that extra time, and sometimes you do. It just depends on what's going on.
I mean,
right?
We're not talking about if you're trying to do a quickie, Char. Who's trying to do foreplay before a quickie? What are you talking about if you have that extra time?
Well, I mean, it just depends, because think about it. The best sex happens spontaneously, so that means that you can be in the middle of anything. So that's why I'm saying on average,
the best sex
5
is
minutes
not happen spontaneously. Oh, God.
I was about to say, what the hell have you been doing? Good God, I don't want your life.
That's another argument, because that's not true. It is true. Well, it's sort of true.
Oh, my God.
What we're specifically talking about is foreplay.
Oh, my God, why?
What is why? The truth is not the truth? That's it.
The truth is not the truth. What?
That's what Trump said last week.
DJ, just don't.
Okay.
Rudy Giuliani, his lawyer said that. The truth is not the truth, or something.
Yeah. Let's just go with that. Okay, cool.
That's
the truth is not the truth. Yeah. Okay, we got it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so our average of 20 minutes I'm getting. What? Now we're talking physical. What are forms of physical foreplay other than going down south? So we're not talking about, sucky. We're not talking about eating catfish, and we're not talking about 69s. We're talking about other than that. Anybody. Good God.
Massages. I think massages are extremely sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Full body massage, of course, with oils and potions and lotions and anything around the house, whipped cream and chocolate, whatever you could find. Just be creative. And that's, to me, I think that's a great form of foreplay for anyone. And it's not expensive.
The feather massage is good too.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about massages. That's just normal. BJ, what do you think?
No, it's not normal. No, an overall body massage is not normal if you're using fun stuff along with it.
Okay, BJ?
I like the feather technique, That could be the feather massage technique, which is good. Yeah.
Hi, that's still under massage.
Yeah.
No,
category.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
Is it because it has a feather in it? It's not.
It's a feather. You still massage. You're still.
But I'm not putting my hands on it. Using a feather on it. Massages with your hand penetrating your body and the skin. Feather is. Oh my God.
Okay. It's technically still a massage, so you have to choose something else. What else would you do, or what else? Okay, so let's do it like this. Okay. So what will women do to men as foreplay, and what can men do to women as foreplay? So men, BJ, what can a man do to a woman for foreplay?
I just said it.
Good God. All right, Logic.
You can do a lot of stuff. You can do, tying up, vibration devices, restriction and reward, submission, all kind of sensory deprivation. You can do a lot of stuff.
Sensory deprivation.
Hello? Like
here,
if you
thinking.
You said what?
I was thinking about what you said. Sensory deprivation.
Yeah, like things like if you're you have the room very quiet and you blindfold a person and you don't let them know where you're going to touch or kiss or whatever, like sensory deprivation. To have them anticipate it and not know where it's coming from, that kind of stuff is
right.
It's really psychologically rewarding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
With a feather. Or with a feather.
Or with a feather.
No, but that qualifies as a game. That qualifies as a game. So games are a great way of foreplay, so that qualifies as a game. I think that's definitely very high.
Foreplay can be a game. Foreplay can be anything that prepares you or excites you for sex. The best thing, like I said, like with restriction and reward, if if you and your girl have this kind of relationship, it's not for everybody, but if you have her a certain way, or him, women can do this for their men, but you make them do something or be a certain way or stand or sit or something, whatever the thing is that you make them do, the task, and they have to wait for whatever you say that you're going to do to reward them for that. The anticipation of whether or not they're going to get it stuff is also something that is.
And also, you can spank that ass, yeah, like that.
Well, that's
that's
what
now.
That's
the great TV
they
show.
consider that.
They do.
Yeah, that's in the dominant and submissive area. Yeah, that's more of that lane.
It is. Absolutely. Kai, can I segue with a question in a slight experience condensed version to see if everybody else relates to this?
Where did you just go? It took her like 2 seconds to answer that. Like, huh? What?
Hi.
I'm thinking about a lot of stuff right now, and as what I do for the show, so I'm doing a lot.
Okay.
I'm thinking about a lot. Don't judge me.
I have a question that's an activity. Well, I think it's an activity, so I want to know if other people do this or am I just crazy? So, can I go for it?
Go ahead.
Oh, my God.
Waiting. We're waiting.
I'm not sure. Okay.
Is she still not telling us what she's...
Okay.
Okay.
All right, no, because I was waiting for her to say, go ahead. Okay, let me ask you guys this. So does anybody else get into role play as foreplay? I'm going to tell you why I'm saying that.
Role play?
I was obsessed. Yes, I was obsessed with role play when I was in that. Okay, I think it depends on who you're with. So I always have a youthful spirit. So when I was in a relationship with younger people, or I should say this one particular person, you guys know, the really young one. So here's the thing. I would create scripts. We would have actual costume changes, and I literally
create
one
script.
Script.
Yeah, actual. Like it would be like.
Oh no,
that's just too much. That's too much.
That already took it away.
That's all
that's
wrong.
done.
Yes. A scenario. Excuse me. A scenario. One scenario was I lost my phone and I'm outside knocking on doors, but I'm dressed like obviously like a city slut. And I knock on the door and I don't have what I look at myself, but I
already checked out.
My car yeah. So the people get super, extensively more into the idea of role play, to becoming a completely different character, and you're
that's a hell of a role play.
Well, the foreplay comes together. When you're talking about what's going to happen, you're building up to, oh, my God, I know you're going to pretend that you've come to the door because you're lost. I know I'm going to actually tie you up in handcuffs or put you in handcuffs. I know that you're looking for your friend to come, and he's not going to come and rescue you. I know that you're dressed like a slut in these teenage clothes. I know that you're knocking at the door. You don't live here because you're pretend. You
came to the door.
That's way too freaking much.
Is that a little bit much?
I don't know.
Like weird.
What?
Is that super? Is it weird? I'm just saying that's a type of foreplay role model.
The way you do it is weird.
The way you do it was like,
damn sure.
what was that?
Listen. Foreplay is like art. It's not really any wrong way you can do it. If it worked for you, then okay. But I just don't understand the point of the question. Like you were asking.
Other people do like that. I was giving you guys an example.
I'm sure they do. It's possible.
No, you guys. I'm asking people. I can't speak for the rest of the world. Neither can you. So I'm asking you.
I don't do it like that. I mean, I may dress up, and there may be scenarios, but I'm not writing out a goddamn script. Are you serious?
Damn, who does that?
Okay, I exaggerate the script, but these are complete scenario and characters. Like espionage, CIA agent was another one. The whole house is going to blow up if I
Word. Yeah. If you liked it, then you did it right. Okay. You don't need other people to tell you whether or not it works. Some people like to use ball gags and whips. I mean, that's not for everybody. There'll be some people that say, "Oh no, absolutely not," and blah blah blah, and it doesn't work for them. If you can wrap your mind around it, there's some women out there that do not give their husbands oral sex because they think it's disgusting, and absolutely not. I don't understand it. I don't even know why that's a negotiable thing, but if that's the way they live, that's the way they live.
Do you guys think culturally certain cultures don't do certain things opposed to others? Yes.
No, listen, there's women gasoling the mule everywhere, on every continent, in every place of this earth. I don't care who you are.
Wait, what the hell?
You heard what I said.
How many people in the black community will necessarily get into whips and chains and all that kind of stuff and bondage and all that, opposed to maybe other cultures, maybe in Europe, or other people that are more open-minded?
Hold on. If you're talking about bondage and all that, there's some countries that don't even allow alcohol in their country. So if you're talking about things that are known to have a sexually dark origin, they're not going to allow that in. But if you're talking about women giving their husbands oral, or husbands giving their wives oral, or people just, running around and having sex anywhere the place, the time excites them, that's happening everywhere.
Everywhere.
From the highest level of society, they're having weird sex parties, to some undisclosed tribe in the rainforest. There's some dude out there making a girl greet the mule, so to speak. Behind whatever banana leaf they're hiding behind. It's happening. No, because I don't want to offend your disposition.
Limited. And I'm saying that for a reason. So, no, sex. What you do during sex is limited to what you're used to in your environment. And I have an experience. I've noticed that more black men are less open to say fantasy role play opposed to maybe white men, for example. I'm just being honest.
What?
You said more black men are open to it as opposed to white guys?
Less open. More black men are more like, foreplay. Okay, let me go down on you. Okay, let me do me. Okay, cool. White man, hey, do you want to put...
Are you?
You got
that really come out your mouth, Char?
Yes, I said it.
She didn't say that. She did not say
I said it. Yes, I went there, guys.
Everybody has different imaginations, Char.
So, wait a minute. So, Char, for you, in your opinion, because a white guy is white, he's going to have more of an imagination when it comes to foreplay?
No, listen, yes, but let me tell you why.
What?
Because, no, not just foreplay. I'm talking about.
Wow.
Role play, not just foreplay in general. But
I
role
don't
play.
care what you're talking about. Role play is just in your mind.
You put a color to it. Damn.
Actually, how many white men are considered to be known pedophiles that are actually they're pedophiles? They're actually, on the books known to be, opposed to white black men that you actually discover that, want this sort of thing.
What?
They're a little kinkier to me. I feel like they push these
What?
Did
she say pedophile?
Yeah, there's pedophile in there.
I'm just saying being sexually explicit or pushing yourself.
So you say white men is more sexually explicit than black guys? Really?
I feel like they're a lot more risque with want to do opposed to a black man that might be more traditional. Which I'm just telling you, statistically, that's what they say. That's what I've experienced, and I know that's what other people told me too.
If you're talking, hold on. If you're talking about statistics in this country, white people outnumber black people. So yeah, it would probably be more white men that are caught doing something because there's more white men in this country than black men. But if you think black men aren't out there messing with little kids and molesting young girls, and you're crazy.
You're crazy.
That's happening everywhere. Asians, Arabs, they're all doing it.
See that as much. You don't see when they report the percentages. You know darn well it's 9 times out of 10 it's a white man.
I just told you why.
I was about to say
I just told you why.
Explained it.
3/4 of this country are white people. You know what I'm saying? We make up 14% or something like that. Like they're going to be more. That's why for instance, this idea that black men are just more prone to crime, and this is why we make up 80% of the prison. That's the evidence of a racial judicial system, because it's not statistically possible for black men to commit more crime than white men, because there's more white men in this country than anyone else, as far as black men and the rest of the minority. So it doesn't make any sense. So what you're saying as far as the statistic of men that are pedophiles or whatever, yeah, it's going to be more in this country. But if you're talking about the world over, it's probably going to be even. There's just as many Chinese men molesting kids and doing whatever as there are white men. And there's just as many Africans in Africa molesting young kids. I'm pretty sure the statistic is different over there. You know, it's wherever you are, they're going to tell you what the average is there. So you're talking about here, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But they're not more just white men because they're white skinned. They're just more kinky. What? No. What are you talking about?
I mean, I agree. I think it's more about your environment, personally. Like, your environment and your personality. For instance, if you're a guy who thinks your boys may make fun of you for dressing up as Tarzan because your girl asks you to, then more likely you're not going to do it. You're going to have a closed mind and you're not going to do it. In terms of environment, if you, I don't know, I guess you heard your parents arguing for some odd reason. You heard your parents arguing that this shouldn't be done. You should only do sex missionary style, get it done, and that's all it's for. Then I guess based on environment, you'll also be closed-minded to doing foreplay. But as you know, in terms of saying black and white, then no, because I know white guys who wouldn't do foreplay because again their environment. And then I know black guys who would do it because they just have an open mind. So I don't know where you get these things, Char.
Put it like this, Char. You think Donald Trump is doing foreplay?
Ew.
But me too logic.
He having sex.
This is a woman. You heard him say that. He literally said, "Oh, you just walk up and just kiss them and just grab their." Well, he said pussy. That's the word he said. So no, he's not, because he has no class, and he just takes it. He literally bragged about it. So at the Miss America competition.
Here's another question. You think in his heyday, Billy D. Williams did foreplay?
I didn't. So you guys are missing. I didn't say foreplay. I said fantasy. Fantasy. I didn't just foreplay.
Okay. Well, another question. Do you think The Rock isn't doing fantasy with his girl?
Who?
The Rock. You think he's not doing fantasy with his girl?
He probably is, because celebrities are a lot more open-minded. Okay.
Oh my
actors,
God. Oh my God.
Who the hell really is that?
Well, think about their lifestyle. They have a very open life. A lot of them have open relationships, for crying out loud. They go to wild sex parties. You guys take a break. I grew up in entertainment 100%. I know how they act. So that was an easy one. You guys just set me up for that. Okay. So next, my entire life. Next, what else you got?
Your entire life?
My entire life. My mother, my family.
Now we know.
I don't even know why we thought something different. But anyways, if you want to go ahead and go to our Instagram page, No Conduct Radio on Instagram, you could actually see what we got from Too Timid. And go to our Instagram, you'll get our link to Too Timid. At that website, you actually get hand-selected erotic products, expert sex tips, unlike the ones Char is given, and discreet online shopping. They also give free adult toy giveaways every week. So if you just go there and sign up, you can win an adult toy every single week. By the end of this show, we'll have a link on the front page, on our home page, on our website, www.noconduct.com. Why can't I speak? www.noconduct.com, where you can just go to our website and click on Too Timid. You can then sign up for their newsletter so you can be entered to win an adult toy giveaway every week. If you don't want an adult toy giveaway every week, just go ahead and browse their website. They have a Labor Day sale going on, so browse their website so you can try expert foreplay with your significant other. Don't try anything Char is saying, and don't listen to BJ about the feather. Go to timid.com.
The feather works.
And listeners, Charles did not make it to work today because my little get-up, my see-through fishnet get-up was absolutely amazing. So you guys can probably have just as much fun with your mate. So you definitely should purchase it. I love it. He can't wait to get home tonight. Oh, he finally left to go pay people.
You think the Amish people are getting buck wild in their compound?
Oh, no,
I'm pretty sure, maybe not a lot of them, but I'm pretty sure there's a couple of them that's like open-minded, and they're like, look, baby, we're going to do it donkey style today.
Rules. We're breaking the Bible Belt rules. We live by a very, very rigid, biblical system. So, you guys, that's a whole other show. Come on, really? Of course they're having sex. We're talking about kinky.
Okay. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
Why? Why are you trying? Why are you trying, BJ? Just leave it alone.
Get off, and get on with your business. Get on with your business. Reproduction, that's it. That's what they're taught. There's no pleasure.
Like I said, I am pretty sure there are some of them who are getting down and dirty tonight.
Yeah.
And once again, they're breaking their very strict biblical rules they're supposed to live by. And if anyone finds out, they'll be kicked off the sector anyway, and they'll be shunned. So that's a whole other story, or that's another show once again. How do the Amish really live when they're shunned from society because they were getting kinky that night or the night before? Yeah, they had foreplay. It's against all rules. Yeah, exactly. All right, guys.
So anyways, foreplay, according to one of our listeners, foreplay is a necessity. Well, actually, they said yes, 1,000,000 times yes. The absolute worst sex I've had has been from a guy that gives a 2.5-second long gross sloppy kiss and then just stick it right in. It makes you feel more like a human jizz socks than a sex partner, honestly. On the other hand, every time I've been with a guy or girl that puts time and effort into foreplay, it's always been an incredible experience. I get off on it before we even get to the sex. I get super wet. It's way more intimate, and the multiple orgasms I've had, I guess before we do get to sex, are super intense and leave me completely sex drunk. It's just a lot more fun in general to draw things out instead of rushing into it, and makes you feel way closer to your partner. Somebody else said, not always. We love having quickies. Plus, I'm wet for him all the time naturally.
Oh, that's
another person, I mean, it's not exactly necessary if both people are already turned on by the thought and anticipation of getting it on, which I'm thinking about it can be foreplay, right? But yes, mostly it's necessary. But thinking about it can be foreplay, right?
Not really.
Right? Anybody?
No.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Somebody else says foreplay is great sex. All the touching and teasing and getting relaxed. It's not necessary for it, but it's rare to have great sex without it. Another person said, absolutely. For ladies, it is essential for them to get in the mood and get the vaginal juices running. Besides, it's so much fun. Why wouldn't you want to do it? I almost always spend about an hour on foreplay with my wife. It takes time for her to get going.
An
Good
hour?
God.
Wow.
Good God.
Wow. Okay.
And
Somebody's
then
going to be
somebody else
happily married
agrees
for
with
a long
logic.
time.
Foreplay can be a whole day of teasing, and when you see each other, you just bang. So that actually, this hour of foreplay, that brings me to the last question I had that I almost forgot about it. How long should sex last? Because there are a lot of women who run around talking about sex should be like an hour, 2 hours, and it shouldn't be any less than that. Now,
That's the women
do
on
you
the
guys
phone.
agree with that?
That's the, for what? That's
How
for
long
what?
that sex should be like 2 hours?
Hell no.
28 minutes and you go back to it. 28 minutes and you go back to it. You reconvene 2 or 3 times throughout the night. So you take little interval breaks in between. So it's not just straight through 2, 3, 4 hours like people say. I don't believe them. That's crazy. I think it's more exciting to stop and
But
cuddle
I'm saying
and
in
do it all
one
over again.
sitting, how long should sex last? I'm not talking about you went 4 rounds.
One sitting?
Oh, God.
Should be an hour.
In one sitting, to be honest. Come on. This is a national
without foreplay or
radio
with
show.
foreplay? Without or with
No,
foreplay?
sex. It doesn't matter. However you set it up.
It's an hour. An hour? That's too short or something? Yeah.
No, I don't know if I believe you. Logic. I just think you're exaggerating.
Hold
A lot of people
First of all,
don't.
Hours not a long. Hours. That's not a long time.
Let me put it this way. If a woman is really good, if her stuff feels that good, guess what? Most men can't hold it that long, not an hour, because it's that good. They just can't. They try.
If foreplay is involved, hours nothing. If foreplay is involved, hours nothing.
Well,
Really?
BJ, hold on, BJ. BJ, think about who you're talking to here. She has golden pussy, so you will not be able to last more than 5 minutes. As soon as it comes in, you're just like, oh, my God, I've never felt anything like this. So you have to take into consideration who you're talking to.
Sunshine.
Thank you, God.
Exactly. So now let's ask again, BJ. Do you think if you were sleeping with Char, would you last an hour, or would you be maybe 2 minutes? Come on, be honest. We're talking about Char here.
Oh, Char, it's Smithy.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Too sexy by far.
Oh God.
I'm just saying. 30 yeah, that sounds more realistic, BJ. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, because when I see Char, and I'm straight, because when I see Char, I know I'm done within like 2.5 seconds.
Let's in the commercial.
What did you say? No, BJ, what did you say? We have 3 minutes left in the show. You wouldn't last 3 minutes with me. I already know, because most people can't, because it's that good. Okay, they try and they can't do it.
Good God.
How long did you say it last? 30 seconds.
Well, for us mere people, if BJ's just with a mere woman, he would last about an hour. Logic, how long should sex last? If you're not doing it with Char, or thinking about Char, or she's anywhere in the vicinity, how long should sex last?
Your voice is not even speaking and whispering in your ear. So what? With anyone else, how long?
Logic. I think Logic's gone. I would say yes. I don't like long sex. I don't like long sex. So maybe like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I like.
Maybe.
Yeah, I like it because I like to see that.
Is Logic back?
Yeah, you go.
Yeah. No, I said it earlier. I see between 40 and an hour.
Yeah, I guess.
You guys, I swear, you guys are.
But I don't like long sex, so like to me it's like 30 to 45, maybe. I don't know. I don't like long sex.
I said 28, and then just roll over and do it all over again another hour later after you've got your second win or whatever, and you've cuddled and all that. Maybe made a sandwich and come back up and be like, oh, let's do this again. I think it's more fun that way. And so straight through 3-4 hours, who does that? I mean, maybe once, but on average, no. Not realistic.
Have you ever noticed if everyone just gets quiet, how long Char will talk? Anybody notice?
Hell yeah.
I'm just wondering.
Hell yeah.
She just kept going. Okay, we get you. So average is like 45 minutes then, everybody's saying. That's the average, 45 minutes. All right, so don't forget to check out our sponsor, Too Timid. Go to our our Instagram, No Conduct Radio. Go to our website, www.noconduct.com, and also subscribe to our YouTube, No Conduct Radio on YouTube. We'll be back here next week taking your relationship questions right here on No Conduct Radio, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you for everyone for listening. Peace out, everyone.
I've got to go. Charles is coming back from work early to take off my too timid lingerie. Everybody have a very sexy week. Goodbye.